I mean, I know we're having this great conversation. I don't want to stop it, but since we're live, I think it would be good for all of us to introduce ourselves and say what the fuck we're doing in Sweet Fifer. So,
Yeah, man.
so who wants to start? Who wants to go first?
You
Hey
go
guys,
first,
how many
Calvin.
people watching?
Okay, so I'll go first.
Right
So
now, three people. Three
yeah,
guys.
They all
so
know
my
it.
name.
Three
Well,
fans.
anyway, we're
Cool.
recording this and we're gonna put it on YouTube. So I mean, I'm sure people are gonna check it out.
Where's
over there.
Luigi?
Probably playing Dungeons and Dragons, as he's usually doing.
That's
But,
exactly what
yeah.
he's doing right now.
So let's all introduce ourselves. Like, my name's Calvin7. I'm Sweet Fifer's vocalist. So
I'm Rick Dash, Sweet Fifer's guitarist.
I'm John Gabriel, Sweet Fifer Bass Smasher.
Mhm.
I'm Thales Avila. I'm Sid Pfeiffer's manager.
well,
And
there's Alex.
I'm Alex Roberts. I mastered Sweet Fifer's first album.
So yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So now people know who the fuck we are and why are there's like 5 crazy people here just talking some random shit.
Talking
But,
shit. Yeah, literally,
But
man.
I'm sure that soon enough people will know who the fuck we are. I'm 100%
Also-
sure that.
Go back to the album. Another
Yeah.
massive influence that weighed on my mind. The 2 references that I used for the master, one was Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King. The other one was Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory.
Yeah. There's some for
I
sure.
hear a lot of like early Linkin Park influence on your sound. Like, was that like a conscious thing, or is it just something that naturally happened?
I think it's kind of
There's
like
one song we call the Linkin Park song.
yeah, because I mean, it was kind of sort of like both things. Like, at least like for me, like so basically, I'm gonna just tell like a little story about how everything started. So
Yeah, man.
the first song I recorded for everything I recorded by myself, it was Walk Alone. Well, actually, it was not Walk Alone. It was All We Had, but I never put it out. But so I was listening to a lot of
Because Walk Alone was something that me and you worked on
yeah exactly.
before it became a Sweet Fifer record.
Yeah, exactly. It was something
Yeah,
that
man.
the vocals were different. They had a little bit of like different things, but yeah, it was something that
For
we worked
those,
on.
just quickly, just to interject, I'm also a music producer, and me and Seven have worked for maybe a year and a half before
Yeah.
Sweet Fifer became a thing.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
we had worked on hip hop, mostly like trap and hip hop records,
yeah, we did
for a
R&B.
year and a half
Yeah.
before Sweet Fifer became a thing. And then off of what me and Calvin had worked on,
When Calvin was cool.
Calvin
Yeah.
kind of decided that
Yeah.
the rock influences basically just became the forefront, and you moved into the rock genre, and that's
Yeah.
how we ended up here, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, carry on. Walk Alone was something that we had worked
Yeah.
on beforehand.
So yeah, we worked on Walk Alone, but when I recorded All We Had, it was a situation where, so I was basically based in Texas like that whole time, and I just
Yeah,
came out to Brazil, and I barely had any equipment. So all I had was a MPC controller with like the pads and one guitar, like an old guitar, the Ibanez that I had here. So I was listening to a lot of rock, and I wanted to experiment, but also talk to the people that listen to my music, like the hip hop genre. So I was like, what can I do that it can talk to both those audiences? So I kind of started making a beat, like on the MPC, like with the whole pad. I made an electronic drum and it's like some synths and stuff. And then I just kind of, fuck it. I just grabbed my guitar, did a drop D tuning, and started jamming and like bashing on it. And it became like Walk Alone. And All We Had was kind of like similar thing. So All We Had even has like Lil Peep influences. If you listen to it, it kind of like resembles like those intros and those samples that Lil Peep used and whatever. So
yeah, man.
it was really driven towards like this modern, like still trap type of thing. And yeah, and hip hop and Linkin Park was definitely a sound that's kind of started with things. And then we
That's
kind of
awesome.
Yeah.
All We Had was one of my favorites.
Yeah, and then we start like evolving
Really
into shit.
underrated.
And, yeah, we started like
Yeah,
throwing in
well-
other influences.
That's crazy because
Yeah,
obviously Linkin Park used a lot of like programming and samples and stuff to create
Yeah.
their own records, and Walk Alone initially started as more of like it was a trap song, but it had a guitar sample as the main melody
Exactly.
for the beat, and then you recorded the vocals to it,
yeah,
and then eventually it became what you will hear now on the Sweet Fifer album
yeah,
is something that is more of a rock song with like a hip hop influence, like you would hear in Linkin Park.
yeah,
So initially, it's kind of it was almost kind of reverse engineered
yeah. Exactly.
in the sense that it started
Yeah.
as a hip hop song, like a trap hip hop song, and then you recorded your vocals to it and then rewrote the part, added a little bit of the sample from the beat, and then it became a rock song.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of like how it all started. Like me and you, we were working on a lot of hip hop shit and trap and R&B and all that things. And I mean, I just kind of discovered back my roots and like in rock, like how everything started for me musically. And then all of a sudden we're here with this fucking crazy ass rock band working on this new album that's about to come out that people only have listened to 2 singles, so they don't even know what's coming to them.
Yeah, that's crazy actually. Yeah, thinking about it, you've only released what was it, Dear Amber
and We're in Hell.
Yeah.
That's like the most like the raw song, like most.
Which song is gonna be the next? Can you tell?
What's going to be the next single?
Well, so
I think it's gonna be the album.
yeah, we're thinking more about just dropping the album than just putting out another single. I think it's we can't wait to just hold this album anymore. It's like we really want people to
Rick
listen
told
to.
me. Rick told me we would postpone the album because
Yeah.
it's not a good time for launching.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want people to listen to us on lockdown. Like we're
I
not
feel that.
the type of band you listen to it in your bedroom. We're the type of band that you listen to it tearing shit up and fucking shit up.
Totally.
I was about to say, do you know what? I was literally about to say, this is almost the worst time for you guys to release the album because the thing is, it sounds so raw, it sounds so authentic and so live that I feel like you have to be able to see you guys to like fully appreciate what went into the album.
Yeah.
Like people, when the album is released and they listen to it, they will be able to tell these guys recorded this in very few takes.
Yeah.
They wanted to make it sound raw and live and authentic. But I feel like you don't fully get to experience it until you've seen you guys perform live. And obviously this is the worst time to do that.
That's it.
But I agree. I feel like it may be a bit disappointing, and obviously it doesn't line up with what you were hoping with. But I agree that you've got to hold this off until people are. You've got to almost hold off the release so that it's fresh in people's minds enough for them to turn up for live performance. And when they see you guys live, that's when it will click. And they'll be like, do you know what? I hear no difference between what I hear on the album and what I see when you guys are performing live. And that's when people will click and they'll be like, I fucking get it. This is just fucking raw, balls to the wall, rock and roll shit.
Yeah, I think for us that's exactly it. It's something we always talk about a lot. It's about the the ecosystem, like the whole thing that's around the music. It's not like you can only put a record out and only think about music. You got to think about the looks, about how you even portray yourself to your audience, how you talk, like the language.
You have to think about society.
Yeah, you got to think exactly. You got to think about society, and for us, that's like a major thing. We don't want our song just to be out there. I mean, you know what? Fuck it, go on Spotify and listen. That's not really important for us. We want to start something like a movement. We want people to actually, let's fucking do this. Like let's go raw. Let's go.
And
let's go tear shit up.
That's the thing for you guys. For you guys, I don't mean this as like as a knock or a discredit, but as a smaller band, you need to be able to differentiate yourself from everybody else that is releasing music at the same time. And I think what differentiates you guys from everybody else is that you are so open and authentic about your performances. And you can hear that in the record. That's not disputable, but I don't think you really get to fully appreciate that unless you see you guys live.
Yeah.
And I think that is
it might be shocking for
that is the drawback. Yeah, is that a lot of modern bands, don't get me wrong, as amazing as a lot of modern bands are, they can't replicate the sounds that they can't replicate the sound that they give on record live.
Yeah,
they just can't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of playback and samples.
There's
going
a lot of
on.
playback. There's
Everybody
a lot
plays
of
the clicks.
sampling. There's a lot of click tracks. There's a lot of live auto tune. There's a lot of live quantization as well.
Yeah,
a lot of people do not sound the way they sound on records without technology. But with you guys in Sweet Fifer, your record is raw, it's balls to the wall, it's fucking authentic. What you hear on the record is what you get live. And that is what I think will differentiate you guys from other people. But the trouble is, in the current global circumstance, you can't perform live, so that doesn't come across. Which is why I think, although you were hoping to release the record sooner, I think the wise decision is to delay that so that when people do finally get the full package of music from you, they can see you live and they can attest to the fact that these guys sound as good live, if not better, than they do on the record itself.
Yeah,
and I think that's what will set you apart.
I've been thinking about dropping another single. We have to talk about it. And which one would you think?
Which one would it be?
The biggest question, the biggest point is if not just us, but all bands postpone their album release, their single release. What do they do in the meantime? Because you can't just as a band
that's
that
our
want
biggest
to grow
challenge now.
just do nothing. You have to.
There's not possible.
Working.
The full quarantine is gonna take a lot of times anymore. I think if you choose one more single, maybe
2 seconds.
Oh, sure.
If we choose one single, maybe we can.
Gross.
Calvin, help me.
Well, so I
We
think
have to drop Gross.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really hard to make a decision as of now because with this whole quarantine thing, it's really unpredictable. So we don't really know what is actually going to happen. And as like Alex was saying, our whole brand, our whole band, the energy we have, it's really like, it's really raw. It's really live.
Right.
It's about
presence,
touching. It's about touching.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's about touching your friends. It's about looking in the eyes.
Yeah.
It's about smelling the fucking beer in the air.
Yeah.
It's about going to the venue and like the whole.
It's that
ecosystem.
aura.
Yeah.
It's that aura
Yeah, exactly.
that goes around.
Aura.
Like
It's the whole
people
energy
that really
and for
push
us to-
the limits.
and there's like limits we have right now, and so we're doing this whole live thing. We want to talk to the audience. We want to be present. I've posted a cover the other day. I know Rick's been taking a lot of pictures, been doing a lot of things, and
yeah, man, that Pojang cover.
Yeah,
man, that was good, man. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, he's making fun of your pictures on Instagram.
I know.
So I mean, there's not much we can do. I mean, if we drop the single right now, like realistically, there's a whole financial thing that goes into it. We have to put money into it. We have to promote it. There's whole situation going on, and I think that it's not as easy as just, okay, let's put things out. So I think the album in itself, it's the thing, it's the final product, it's the energy that we are bringing to the table. It's this whole thing we're talking about. We're really excited. We truly believe that this is something else. This is not just what you would listen to.
The circumstance
so
that
it's a big risk we wasted this moment.
The circumstance that we were thrown upon, like having an album before having a band, like coronavirus without ever playing on a live show, like we were really doing the hardest part first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would say?
I'm gonna go grab a beer real quick. I'm listening to y'all.
If you want to market the album without losing any traction, maybe what I would say is the first day that your government turns around and says things are going to return relatively to normal, is release whichever track from the album was recorded in one take, or the one that you feel like sounds the most live.
Yeah.
And what I would say is, when the government turns around and says things are going to open up from this date, book a venue as close to that date as you can, and then release the single that sounds as live as it, like release the song from the album that sounds as live as possible, and then say, this is the type of live performance you can expect from us. We recorded this in one take, blah, blah, blah. We will be performing here on this date as soon as quarantine is up. If you want to come for a party, fucking turn up to this place at this time, and we will give you this level of performance. Boom.
Yeah.
And people will fucking turn up.
Yeah, and I think that's something about us
because
also.
People are desperate for a party. People want to get outside as soon as possible. If you can book a venue as close to things be opening up as possible, and then you promoting it with the most live sounding record on the album, that thing coupled together, people will turn up, they'll hear you performing live as well as you do on that one record, and they'll be like, I have to fucking check this shit out. Because if I don't, I'm doing myself a disservice.
Yeah.
I think that's how you've got to market the album.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I think something else is that, like, we all go to concerts and shows like Rock Underground or a big whatever, like, at least like once or a week or every 2 weeks or whatever. So something that I see in all the bands is that they're always kind of like, they're just on stage playing the music, and they're not really putting on a show, a party. It's more about just getting there, plug in your guitar, and that's it. But with us, that's not what's gonna happen. Like,
mate, I don't care if you're. The thing is, I don't care if you're first. I don't care if you're the first band on the slot. You've got to turn up to every performance like you're the headliner. Simple as that.
Exactly. Yeah, we always say about, like, let's light shit on fire. Let's break shit. Let's punch each other. I don't give a fuck. Like, we gotta put on a fucking show. We gotta go on like crazy and really bring in this energy that we really have inside. Like what the album is what we really are. So it's not about going on stage and like just playing guitar and singing a song or whatever. It's about putting on a fucking show. It's about going crazy. It's about making people stand up and jump and having
even a party.
yeah, having a fucking party. Like it's about making rock fun again, which
Yeah.
I think rock is lately is like as much as I love it, it's been about no just being calm and just yelling and this whole angst feeling or whatever. But
Yeah.
we don't want to
It
do that. We want
goes.
to have a fucking party. We
Yeah.
want to have fucking fun, right?
I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
with my personal experience of rock and metal, in the last few years, it's a really like divisive thing in the terms of it's very either laid back and atmospheric and very just fucking like moody, or
Yeah.
it's all about technicality and
Exactly.
progression.
Exactly.
How far can you, like, how quickly, how fucking technically can you play something?
Yeah.
And you guys just hit
The
it
opposite.
straight. You
Yeah.
don't necessarily hit the opposite, but you just hit in the middle with where it doesn't have to be fucking moody. It doesn't have to be super technical. At the end of the day, you can just enjoy this music because you enjoy this music and just fucking
Yeah.
have fun with it. And
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's something that has been missing from guitar-based
Yeah.
genres for a long time, is the fact
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you can just turn around and be like, do you know what? I can't explain why I like this music, but I just fucking enjoy it, and I will
Yeah.
continue to enjoy it until
Yeah.
somebody fucking tells me otherwise, and I'll still continue to enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. I mean,
You know what I mean?
that's it. It's we don't like our lyrics and everything. We're not talking about. I mean, we were talking about whatever the fuck we want. There's songs talking about how we like to just go out and have a drink and have fun. There's songs about our, I don't know, like relationships that didn't work. And there's songs about girls that we like. And there's songs about politics that we fucking hate how this politics scenario is going on right now. I mean, and there's songs about our history and about how we're happy to be here doing what we're doing in rock and roll. And I mean, that's it. Like, it's not about just being like really moody or like screaming and whatever. What the fuck? I mean, no, we just, it's genuine feelings. It's human as it gets. It's like we're playing this guitar. We're not quantizing to the fucking max. We're just fucking playing it and having fun like we would with our friends.
Yeah, man.
Like you would just, you know what, let's jam together, you know, let's plug in, let's
Yeah,
I don't know,
we
whatever
want to
amp
get
you have.
personal with
Yeah, we
Literally.
want to get personal. Exactly.
Like you're the same as them. You're just
Yeah.
doing what everyone can do too.
Yeah, we're just having fun,
Literally.
being personal.
I
and,
mean,
you know,
punk, rock, metal, it's always been like, without getting too political about it, it's always been a voice of the people. And at the end of the day, you're not trying to like reinvent rock or metal. You're not trying to break the molds. You're not trying to do something that's so abstract and out of this world that it just blows people's minds. At the end of the day, you're just trying to fucking redefine it and put it back into the fundamental, which is at the end of the day, when people first got into rock, punk, and metal music, they just wanted to have fun. And they wanted to let loose. They wanted to be able to speak their mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not being funny. Like, whether you're into rock music or not, at the end of the day, most people, all they want to do is they want to have fun. They want to be able to just be themselves.
Yeah.
And they just want to be able to fucking connect with other people. And that is what rock music does so fucking well, is the fact that it allows the artist to be able to speak your mind for you. You feel comfortable in a situation where you can just be yourself, and everybody else around you feels the exact same way. So you can just connect with people that are the same as you.
Yeah.
And that is why fundamentally rock has been such a great genre for music, is the fact that it's not just a sound, it's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's an experience.
Yeah.
And you guys are just fucking stripping it back bring it back to its raw fucking potential of just have some fun, connect with people, and be yourself.
Awesome.
Exactly.
And fucking just
Yeah.
let it fly, man. Just let
Yeah.
it fly. You don't need to do that much. I mean, I will say I feel like you guys don't need to do that much in terms of promotion, marketing, blah blah blah. If you obviously it's difficult because of coronavirus, but once the floodgates open and you are able to perform live and you can push this album out and perform it on a live platform, people will connect with it, and you don't need to do much to push it out there, because the people that hear this and experience this will do the work for you, because it just fucking it speaks
It'll
volumes.
be awesome, bro.
It speaks volumes.
It'll
to
be
people,
fucking
man.
awesome. Yeah, that's something we always talked about, because like social media has been something that people has been addicted to it, and it's all fake. It's all about trying to make this version of yourself that's not real, that you have this like amazing
bollocks.
face. Yeah,
it's bollocks. I mean, Calvin, like fucking hell. I hit you up on DMs with my new Instagram account.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I don't want to go too deep, but I used to. So, in terms of production credits, what you'll see on the Sweet Fifer album is mastered by Alex Roberts.
Exactly.
That is myself. Originally, I was under the name AJ Fuego. I had about 7,000 to 6,000 followers on Instagram. I just fucking totally stripped it. Started a new Instagram. I've got about 75 followers at the moment. But it comes down to the fact of like, it doesn't fucking matter how many followers I have or not. I just, at the end of the day, I need to re-evaluate my perspective on things and be like, do you know what? At the end of the day, it comes down to I want to represent myself. I don't need a fucking tag name to be able to do that. Exactly. I just want to be able to produce and master music that I stand behind. Yeah. Whether that's fucking rock, metal, hip hop. I mean, you look at Rick Rubin. Yeah, he does whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly.
He's done artists from fucking like underground hip hop to fucking the epitome of Metallica, and it's like literally. And it's like, do you know what? I am proud to stand behind my own name, and I don't give a fuck what you think. I will do what I want to do, and I am known as a hip hop and R&B producer, but I will reinvent myself and do whatever I want. And my first project under my own name is going to be a rock project. And you can fucking think of it what you will, but I stand behind that, and the energy will back me up, and the music will back me up. Yeah, because you guys have fucking killed it.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you once again. I mean, that's exactly it. I mean, it's not that we're against everything or whatever. I mean, in the end of the day, we're using social media to build a platform, but
of course.
What we really are against is that people are living life through social media. It's like their eyes are their cameras on the phone. They go to a concert, they want to film everything. They're not touching things. They're not seeing things. They're not living things. So, I mean, what we're trying to say is that, you know what? I mean, it's not that it's bad or it's horrible or whatever. I mean, keep doing your thing. But, you know, remember that you also have a real life where you're a real person, and you don't have all those filters. You don't have all that fucking crazy ass name or whatever the fuck you can do with like Photoshop or whatever. So, I mean, just fucking be yourself. It doesn't fucking matter. Nobody really cares, you know. Just fucking go and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I mean, I've got a initiative. It's not come to fruition yet, but I'm talking to Brixton Academy, because that's like the major venue that is closest to me. Quite a well-known venue in London, Brixton Academy. A lot of, especially rock and metal artists, that's about the biggest venue that they could fill. Yeah. some rock or metal artists will either go to the O2 Astoria, some might break Wembley. Generally speaking, most rock and metal artists, their biggest gig in London is Brixton Academy.
Yeah.
And I've got an initiative with Brixton Academy where we are trying to set up what is kind of basically a cloakroom scheme, but for phones. So essentially, people that come into the venue at Brixton Academy have to leave their phones at a like a cloakroom style setup where you can't take your phone into the main event area of the venue.
See. That's actually fucking awesome.
It's difficult to set up because
I'm sure people are not going to be that happy about it.
Yeah, there's insurance. There's the fact that people are upset to give up their phone. People want to take photos. There's the storage cost, blah, blah, blah. But I'm trying to set up an initiative with Brixton Academy where essentially when people enter the venue, bear in mind this is like a 2,500-3,000 person venue, where you will remove the phones from the people so nobody can record what is going on live performance. Yeah, and I think that is such a pivotal thing. The fact that people just disassociate themselves from their phone screen for 2, maybe 3 hours just to fully experience music.
James Hetfield from Metallica was supporting this idea. He was really pissed at a concert when he realized thousands of people were watching the concert through a little screen. It's really sad.
And there's a time and a place for it, and okay, you might be in a once in a lifetime opportunity where you get to experience a band and you want to document that, but if you're just with your favorite underground band and that, you should have.
You got to connect with them. It's not.
You've got to connect with them. And I don't see any issue with removing the phone from the person so they get to fully experience.
And
they get to fully experience the moment while they're there.
It makes better for the artist too. I think the artist can go farther if there's no like thousand of phones. He's doing it for that moment. It's not gonna be forever.
Yeah, it's special. It's special. Exactly.
Go viral. It's more natural. I don't know, man. You can go farther and whatever, just who's there.
It's not even like people recording to have a memory because it's shitty image, It's
exactly.
That's
the better memory you can have. It's just
in the 70s, in the 80s, you have like those myths of what the artists did in their shows, in their live shows, because no one could see it after.
That's the thing is that most people, they don't even get a good quality image or a good quality sound from it. It's like what are they actually gaining from recording the performance? Not a great deal.
Not a great deal at all.
So why even do it in the first place? Like, you would get so much more from just being able to enjoy the performance without any outside distractions. Just fully embrace the performance and just fucking vibe. Like,
it's only for social proof.
It's only exactly. You just want to show people, I was at that concert,
It's only for that.
People can't live the experience anymore without knowing there other people know they went there.
It's insane.
It's exactly that. I just think that people are exactly they're drowning in themselves in this fucking little piece of shit. That it is a great tool for all kinds of things. But if you're going to a fucking concert, that band has worked for years. They have been doing all this work to make something special for you. for you to enjoy and be a part of and connect. And when you just grab your fucking phone, I mean, it's just like you're shitting on your head.
Phones are so insane, so
Oh
addictive.
man,
Like
I
sometimes
agree.
when I'm recording something or someone, I'm literally looking at the screen instead of looking at the person, you know. And like sometimes I get myself doing that, and I think, what the fuck, man? Like in reality, it just in front of me, and I'm looking to the screen to see reality. It's insane. It's horrible.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I was only watching a YouTube video of I was only watching a YouTube video of Archspire a couple of days ago. For those that don't know, Archspire are a technical death metal band from Canada. Canada. However you pronounce it, Canada. But Archspire, their main guitarist, Dean Lamb, absolute monstrosity on guitar. And he released a video the other day where he did a 30-minute video where he went through his Reaper setup, where everybody in the band had in-ears from their studio recorded performances. Now, I've just got this might not mean a huge amount to like the general public, but for those who know, to set up live in-ears for everybody in the band where they have studio quality in-ear monitors is fucking bananas. Like that's a good I want to say that's a good 12 to 16 plus hours of work just to set that up. And he did a 30
besides the
video.
people you need dedicated to that setup, to the in-ear monitor mix.
To be able to do that is a good 12 to 16 hour.
I mean, besides it's crazy expensive.
Plus, I was literally about to say that's not even including the fact that you've got to invest a stupid amount of money to be able to even do that in the first place.
Yeah.
The fact that he has set this up and shown you how it can all be done, like it pays testament to the fact that I think a lot of people underappreciate how much time, effort, and investment goes into a live performance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, when we were even doing rehearsals, I mean, we were setting up our gear. I mean, we have 3 different tunings, so that means we have at least 3 different guitars. I play guitar and Rick plays guitar, so I mean, I have 3 guitars with me. He has 3 guitars. That's already 6 instruments, and John has 2 or 3 different basses that he brings. Besides the whole drum, the amps, the whole like units, like the effect systems, the whole pedal boards, and
I mean, like as I said earlier, the versatility that you guys have as a band, the fact that you go from acoustic ballads to like full-on fucking nu metal anthems, the number of guitars, the tuning, the gear, the fucking sound setup, the live EQs, blah, 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 that you need for that to all run smoothly in a live environment. Like, it just fucking, people do not fathom how much work goes into making a live performance,
a real live performance,
real live performance sound fucking polished and clean. And especially when you're moving from fucking acoustic ballads to nu metal anthems, people just don't get it. Unless they're on the inside, they just do not understand how much work, effort, and money goes into making that accomplishable.
Yeah, at this time right now, I mean, of course we're in COVID or whatever, so we're not doing shows. But we when we were about to do our first show, which actually was the day lockdown started for us, so we had had 3 hired techs just to help us. I mean, we had 2 sound techs, most of all, like doing the live mixing and helping us set up everything. We had 1 guitar tech exclusively to like help tune our guitars and make it everything happen. So I mean, it's not just going there and make it happen. We have Taylor's here, our manager, that takes care of all the shit. I mean,
It was about 12 people.
Yeah, I mean, it was, and then we have the photographers, and I mean, the whole crew that's coming with us to make it happen. So when you're live, you see those 4 guys over there like jamming or whatever, but there's a whole team. I mean, there's even you, that even though you're not there helping us live, you did the whole record, and we only there because you did the whole record. So it's a whole family, it's a whole bunch of people working on this, and sometimes people don't see that. And I mean, I don't think it's necessarily the audience problem, but I mean, we have to talk about it, And I think most fans are not talking about it.
And we have to show the rest.
Yeah, we have to show our team, our people. Right?
That's the thing is that you can't blame the audience for their ignorance because the industry doesn't show that to them.
Exactly.
But you have to make them aware of it. I mean, fuck me. Just to record the album, it took the 5 of you in the band, it took your manager, it took me to master it, it took however many hours to record the album.
Many hours.
Many hours in the studio.
A lot of hours.
Yeah.
Now, the artist normally has to pay not just the rent to it's not just the rent to cover the studio costs, but normally the artist has to also cover the cost of the sound engineer that is at the studio. Then you've got to equate how many hours it takes to record the record.
Yeah.
Then you might have a mix engineer. Now, luckily, Calvin can do that for you, but 9 times out of 10, the band will have to find somebody else to mix engineer the record. Then you have to find a mastering engineer. Then once the record is ready for release, you've got to find somebody who can distribute it, somebody who can market it, somebody who can manage the band. Then when it comes to live performance, you've got the transport, you've got the living costs of the band, you've got the cost of people that are involved with marketing and sales for the tour. You've got the cost of renting the venue. You've got the cost of employing the people to engineer the live performance for you. You've got the people that engineer the lighting for you. Plus, you've got to be able to feed yourself.
Exactly.
Then the
list goes on and on and on. Yeah.
The list goes on and on and on. But I'm only saying this because the audience needs to know what goes into this. Something as simple as a band recording a song and performing it live.
Yeah, exactly. Just existing, basically. You're right.
Just existing, being able to record a song, perform it live, and still live without literally dying of malnourishment is a fucking feat in itself. So and this is not to, some bands can do it easily, others can't. But when you're breaking, all I'm trying to get across is the fact that if you find a band or an artist that you genuinely have a connection to, do what you can to support that artist, because the hardest part of becoming a band or an artist is breaking that first level.
Yeah,
just making enough money to break even. That is the hardest part. That is literally the hardest part of it, is just making enough money to break even. So if you love and enjoy the bands that you are listening to and they are small time, do what you fucking can to support them, because you do not understand how much that means to the bands that you are supporting. It goes beyond recognition what you do just to keep them on their fucking payroll.
Yeah, exactly.
You honestly would not understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we were talking about doing even working on, okay, so we're going to release an album. Are we going to tour it? How are we going to bring it to people? Because we really believe that we need to do this whole live situation. So, I mean, how are we going to fucking make it happen? It's really hard for us. I mean, yeah. I mean,
especially in this particular situation, as fucking like as surprising as it is, at the end of the day, the situation is what it is, and I guarantee everybody is in a difficult situation.
Yeah, of course.
Don't get me fucking wrong. Everybody is in a difficult situation, but the bands and the musicians that you love that are on the small time, they are the people that really need your support.
Yeah.
Because they might just about make their living off of what they make from live performances, merchandise sales, literally fucking pennies.
Yeah.
In terms of streams.
Yeah.
Streams are like
nothing comes from the music. At the end of the day, it virtually all comes down to merchandise and live performance.
Yeah.
If these smaller bands that you love and want to support cannot make their money performing live because of the current situation, I understand that everybody is fucking in a difficult situation and it's not easy, but if you can donate even just a little bit to support these bands that you love, you do not understand how much of a difference that will make to their life in the long line. Oh fucking hell, I can't even talk, I'm too drunk, I've had 12 beers. In the long run, you will not understand how much that means to them. That could literally you donating like
$1 or whatever.
Literally $1 to $5. If you donate $1 to $5, that could be the difference between this band, Sweet Fifer, disappearing off the face of the earth or coming back strong after coronavirus and fucking breaking the world.
Yeah.
It literally could mean that much.
Yeah. And I mean,
so if you enjoy Sweet Fifer's singles so far, I'm not asking you to give up the world. All I'm saying is just if you like and enjoy their music, do what you can to support them, because as a small band that's just about to break in a very difficult situation, this really can make a huge difference.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, for sure. I mean, and it's not only the money, like not just donating, but I mean sharing our singles and just tell your friends, add it to your playlist or whatever. I mean, it's not. I mean, if you can donate, I mean, I'm all no. Our PayPal is it's right here in the description. Just be comfortable doing it. But I mean, if it's just sharing, just put it on your story on Instagram or just talk about it. When people complain about, there's no new bands coming out or whatever. I mean, there is clearly new bands coming out. You just don't talk about it. Just tell your friends, I heard this band that I really liked, and that's it. I mean, that it just goes a long way. I mean, just add it to your playlist, listen to us, and go to our shows whenever it's possible to do so. I mean, it just goes a long way, because it's definitely hard right now. And even after all this, we're in the position where we don't have a lot of money to invest in general. So, I mean, we really need to go touring once this is all over. But touring for us, it's a kind of hard situation because most of the people that listen to us, they're in the US or whatever. So we have to go over there, and it's a whole trip. It's a whole situation. It's a whole tour to be booked. And it's a lot of gear. It's a lot of people to take with us. So, and
literally.
So, I mean, we would love to go to the UK even to play some shows. I mean, I think it would be fucking great. People would go crazy with us. But for us to get there and bring all the gear and get ready, it's this whole structure that needs to be built, right? So, I mean, just like you said, just donating or sharing or telling your friends and just being part of it.
And each one makes all the difference.
Yeah. Actually, if you make a donation right now, Rick Dash will be sending you his private photo shoot.
This is pics.
Yeah, his
All my
supermodel,
life, all my life.
his Victoria's Secrets, like secret pictures. He is
Literally, like,
he's an actual Victoria's Secrets model.
Yeah, yeah.
He don't like to talk about it, but we all know the truth.
but as I said, like, the thing is, just in general, I don't think that the general public knows just how much time, effort, and especially cost
Yeah,
goes into a functioning, livable band. And
yeah,
I'm not saying that not everybody is in the position to donate. I understand
yeah,
that.
of course.
That's not what I'm trying to. I'm not trying to pressure people and just say like fucking donate to Sweet Fifer.
Give me your money, motherfucker.
Literally,
It took us.
it's
It
not
took
like
us.
that.
Oh,
It's just
it took us
it's
a whole year to get
Yeah.
this
To
completely
get this-
yeah,
ready.
it's
And
literally
exactly.
just the case of if you love and you enjoy the band so far, do what you can to support them. That could be a small donation, that could be a share onto your own page, that could be a recommendation to a family or friend. You know, it really doesn't
a
matter
donation
what
of
it
time.
is.
Yeah,
But if you can, just do what you can to support Sweet Fifer, because I do have a genuine belief in the fact that Sweet Fifer are going to go places. And the horrible situation of the world at the moment is the fact that if you do not support this band, the world might get in the way of their continued success, and they may not be able to continue doing what they are doing at the moment. So
yeah,
whatever you can do, whether it's a small donation, whether it's a share, whether it's a recommendation, whatever it is, just do what you can. If you love Sweet Fifer, fucking push their name out there so they can keep doing what they do, and hopefully bring
Hope you like our
fucking
songs.
literally just bring fucking raw balls to the wall fucking
Yeah.
rock and roll back to the industry.
Switch 5.
yeah. I mean,
If
I think
people
that's
put the
it. I mean,
energy,
you know,
it makes us believe more. Like it makes ourselves more motivated to get better as a person.
Yeah, and
as
motivation
an
is
artist,
everything, bro.
and everything.
yeah. We talk about energy a lot. I mean, we sound like crazy people, but we're all the time talking about energy and about really
Yeah.
believing in things and how we think that. I mean, if you really believe in something, or you really trust, you really go, like, you really strongly do this, you can, like, you know, you exchange energy with the whole universe and whatever. And we're always talking about that, and I think it's really important for us that we feel this, that, you know, we really truly believe in what we're doing. We truly
Yeah.
believe that what we're doing is something that it's different and that people can really enjoy. And that, I mean, I've been doing music for I don't know even know how many years, and I mean, I've did rock and hip hop and metal or whatever the fuck I've done before, but I've truly found myself with these guys and doing something that I really truly believe in. I think that we've done, like you said, the album people haven't listened to yet, but once they do, they're gonna understand what I'm saying. It goes, it's really us. It's just who we are. It's just everything we listen to, from hip hop to metal. We have like this double kick, songs like
Raj.
Set in Flames. Yeah, I mean, we have like John and Rick, they're insanely addicted to Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I mean, they have that influence on it. And I mean, I really love Guns N' Roses. So, I mean, I have that influence on it. And Taylor's our manager, loves Pink Floyd. And even
And
though
all of
he's
us
not,
love Linkin Park. And
yeah, we all love Linkin Park. I mean, even though Taylor's not a musician as itself, but I mean, he is our manager. He's talking to us. He's creating energy with us. So we're all really putting this into our project, and we truly believe that by doing this and exchanging this with people, we can really go somewhere. And I mean, people that are truly listening to us, they're feeling it. I mean, I've had people that I haven't talked in I don't know how long come talk to me and say, you know what, I really like this. I'm not that into rock, but this is different. You know, this is something I really believe in. We have people that I never seen before in my life from states I never been in come say to me today, actually, you know, bring fucking rock and roll back. I know you can do it. I'm counting on you. You know, I've got messages like that, and just, you know, this past weeks that we've put 2 singles out, And
Bro, I literally
truly think this is real.
Just briefly after our conversation earlier on Instagram, I messaged Leon,
Yeah.
and he was like, who the fuck is this? And I was like, it's Franco, bro. He was like, Arnold James. I was like, Arnold James.
You remember that? He used to call you Arnold James. That's
he used to call me Arnold James. He was like, what are you up to at the moment? I was like, bro, if you not checked out Seven's new band. He was like, no. I was like, Leon, I know you're into your hip hop shit, but bro, you gotta check this shit out. And he checked out your first single, We're in Hell. And he was like, fucking hell, this shit is a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
Yeah, I miss that motherfucker. I mean, I haven't talked to him in a minute now.
Leon is La Leon official or not?
No, it's Lost in Leon. He's the guy that used to work in me and Alex back then.
Yeah, me, you, and Leon, we gotta get something sorted out soon.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we did that song Nighttime, and we had some other songs or whatever, but yeah, I haven't talked to him. Yeah, we had Novocaine on his album.
Yeah, man.
We probably had Die Tonight on my EP. We had
Die Tonight, yeah.
But I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while. I peep everything he drops. I mean, I am seeing all the trap songs he's been putting out. But yeah, I haven't talked to him. I think he doesn't even know about all this whole band thing. But it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna hit him up for sure soon. Let him know, because I know he likes his rock and roll shit.
Oh, Leon is fucking... Man, Leon is a fucking... He loves his rock and roll shit. He did... I mastered a cover for him. I can't remember what song
Adam's song from Blink.
That's it. Blink-182.
Yeah, I was the one that told him to do it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, I mastered that shit for him. There was another song that he did as well. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I remember he did. For a while, he was posting covers to Instagram like a year ago or even more than that. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, we got to get him on a remix or something. That would actually be fire to do like a kind of like a rock hip hop remix type of thing with Leon on it. That would be actually kind of fire.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Set it on fire. Set it on flames.
Yeah, Set in Flames. Yeah.
It's got a bit of a Set It on Flames. I think it's got a bit of a. It's got that Linkin Park type of vibe to it. If you were to get Leon on it for a rap verse, I think that would work.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that will actually be like awesome to just like drop like some remix
if you
out
were
of
to
nowhere.
do a remix of Set It on Flames with Leon, that'd be a vibe.
I actually do think we could like separate like one extra verse for him, just send him the lyrics, make sure he like writes something new, like kind of on the same team, and just drop that whole hip hop vibe onto like a metal driven track. I think it'll be something different, like for sure.
Well, that's the thing. It's metal driven, but I feel like it's got enough of like a Linkin Park like hip hop undertone.
Yeah, we have
to be able to work on it.
Yeah, we have Walk Alone, All We Had, and I mean even Set in Flames that has that whole vibe that you were saying, that it brings a little bit of that hip hop influence, even a lot of it, especially like Walk Alone that has actually trap drums on it. I have 808 kit that's playing on the back like at the same time with the actual drums. So I mean, we could definitely work something out. I think it would be like the audience would not expect that, like a rock band making like a hip hop verse in the middle of the metal song. It'll be like something crazy. But I mean, John, he's addicted to trap music. We cannot get him to stop listening to that shit. He's all the time. Every time we go to a party, we just like, we're just having a drink or whatever. We're listening to like this rock and roll or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, let me play a song. Let me play a song." And he always comes up with like this new trap shit that he's listening to.
I feel that, to be honest, man. I mean, my sort of background. Hip hop trap, that's my kind of thing, but like fucking.
Yeah, I mean, we all like that shit.
I can go as far as from like The Weeknd to bands like Obscura and fucking Necrophagist and shit like that. Like I go from literally pop culture to hip hop and R&B and trap and shit like that to fucking technical death metal. It doesn't matter to me. I fucking enjoy all of it. So
yeah, I think we're kind of on
I
the
enjoy all
same thing.
kind of music.
Yeah, if it's good, it's good. I mean, we all have, I mean, fucking so much different influences. When we all in the band get together, it's
Celtic
fucking,
songs.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fucking craziness shit. Like Taylor's all about like that early 2000s EDM music and trance. And I mean, both Rick and John, they're all about Red Hot Chili Peppers, and John likes
Yeah,
trap, and Rick, it's all about this fucking prog shit and Celtic music. I'm all about that, like the Guns N' Roses shit and the metal and like even metalcore. I've been listening to that a lot lately. I mean, it's in Luigi, that's not here, our drummer. Like he listens to hardcore a lot and punk, and I mean it's when we all get together, that's kind of like the raw energy that comes together, and it is what it is.
That's the thing. I mean, like I said earlier, one of the big selling points of you guys is not just the fact that you're so open and authentic about your sound, but it's also the versatility of you guys. The fact that you will switch from an acoustic ballad. I mean, literally, the fact that you will switch from an acoustic ballad like Dear Amber, sorry, to like a new metal anthem, like Set It in Flames. The fact that you can go from that to that in 4 tracks on an album,
pretty much,
and it's still, the whole album still sounds, it makes sense, cohesive,
exactly.
And it makes sense and it flows. Like that's just a testament to the fact that you are influenced by so many different genres, but you're still able to make it work in a way that is uniquely your own.
I have no fucking clue, to be honest, how it fucking worked out in the end, because it literally was like, let's just play this. And I mean, we were literally just throwing shit on Logic and recording and seeing what fucking happened. And in the end, like the album turned out to be like really cool. Like it's like I said, it's really fucking diverse. There's something for everyone. And if you're into Linkin Park, there's a track for you. If you're into like metal, there's something for you. I mean, there's solos with tapping. There's solos like with just pentatonic scale, like simple shit. But I mean, it works out for some fucking reason, for some universe divine reason. It just worked out, and I think it's fucking crazy that's
for real,
actually how it turned out.
I don't think that's a fateful thing. I think that's just I don't think that's like a perchance thing. I think that's just the fact that you all as members have love of different genres, and that you are talented enough to be able to take such a wide variation of influences and bring them together in such a way that, yes, it's different to what you're used to, but it still works in the sense of Sweet Fifer as a band.
Yeah, I mean,
it all fundamentally feels like Sweet Fifer, but you can tell there's influences from X, Y, and Z, but it still feels like you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm like the most proud of everything, is that even though, like you said, we have like clear influence from all kinds of shit, the fundamental sound of it sounds like Sweet Fifer. Like it doesn't sound like anything else you've listened to. It sounds like us, everything, literally. The whole process. And I mean, for me, that's what's the most like important of it. I've listened to like older songs I've done way before this project, and sometimes I was way too close for at the influence I was aiming at. But as of this project, I think we all had a lot of fun and we're really creative, and it's us, right? It's not copying something. It's just literally let's fucking record, and whatever it is, and it turned out to be what it is. And I'm happy with it, and I think everyone in the band is great feeling about
very happy.
I think that shows not just in not just in your songwriting, but in your recording process. The fact that it was all recorded very raw and very authentically, and then the fact that you have mixed it so that it's not overcorrected, it's just polished enough to sound like an actual studio recording. And that's what I got from the record. And myself as a mastering engineer, when I turned my hand to the record, it was the same vibe throughout. It was that I'm not trying to change the sound of this record. You guys obviously sound like the band that you are meant to be, and you clearly want it to sound raw and authentic. And I'm not going to get in the way of that. I'm just going to trim the edges and polish it enough for it to sound like a commercial release.
Yeah.
And the music will speak for itself from that point onwards. So I'm just I'm just excited for it to actually be out in the public for people to enjoy.
We're all
because obviously people that are listening to this now will have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But once the album is actually out, they can revisit this.
Yeah.
Having heard the album, and they'll probably understand.
They're gonna understand what the fuck.
They will understand a lot more what we're talking about now. But
yeah. I mean, that's exactly it. I mean, sometimes I talk to friends and shit. I mean, they listen to the singles and they come talk to me. You know, I like this a lot or whatever. And I'm like, you don't know what's happening.
You
like
don't see the full picture yet.
Whenever the album's dropping, you're gonna really understand what the fuck we're talking about. And I mean, it's a different topic, but I think it's fun that we're building an actual audience, even though it's slow. It is a slow process. Like we're relatively like new band or new artists on this whole scene. There's people that are actually enjoying what we're doing. I mean, I get messages pretty much every day saying, "No, I like what you're doing, and it's a cool song, and I'm excited to hear what's coming next." And that for me is what's like the most important of it all. I think our message, even though it's slowly, it is getting across to people. And I think it's a matter of time, because now it's slowly and then it gets a little bit faster and a little bit faster. And then when we least expect it, all these people are going to be, I really like Sweet Fifer and I really like what you guys are doing. And the whole team is really excited. I talk to everyone in the team every single day, and everyone is going crazy. Like, we got to drop this album. We got to make it happen. Like, come on, let's go. And unfortunately, we all know what's going on in the world right now. But I mean, I like you said, I can't even wait. I don't even know how to what to expect that whenever this whole thing drops. I think people.
I want to get on the stage and play my guitar. And
honestly, man. Like you're saying, Vic, like. The biggest thing I could recommend is that when your government gives you a finite date and they say this is when we're going to open up again, book a venue for as soon after that point as you can, and then release the most live sounding record that you have on the album. Use that as the catapult to say, this is what you can expect from our live performances, and you can hear it in the record. We will perform at here on this date at this time. Fucking turn up and cause chaos.
That's exactly
awesome.
it.
That's honestly, from my opinion, that's the best way you can handle this situation.
I mean, I think it's all about, like you said.
And fuck me, if you guys get bored, between like quarantine and then, just release some fucking like loosies, or some like demos or some covers.
Yeah.
Just keep putting music out there. I mean, like Calvin has done with the Pearl Jam records.
Yeah, I did. The Black.
Even if it's something, it doesn't matter about the quality. Like, people understand the situation. It doesn't matter about the quality of the recording or whatever. Just keep putting something out there so that the band's name, Sweet Fifer, is in people's minds.
Yeah.
Just keep doing something every week so it sticks in people's minds, so that when it comes to that point of, okay, this is the next single, then we're doing a live performance. Directly after that live performance, we'll release the album. Boom.
Yeah.
Just keep it in their minds so people know you've got this to look forward to. And until it gets to that point, we're going to tide you over with X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's it. We've been talking about all that, like what can we do right now? And I mean, I released a cover. We're doing this live thing right now, and next week we're thinking about maybe doing another live thing like this, and maybe getting people on it, people from other bands and producers and people that we can talk about, just like we're doing right now, just having a chat. And
yeah, man, just
that's it. I mean, we gotta
chatting and bullshitting about stuff.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's like we're in the bar, in the pub, just like having some beers and just talking, like just as friends that we actually are. And I mean that's it. Like I don't think we have to pretend to be nobody. We're just doing what we do. It's just Sweet Fifer and its roots and in its true form. What you see is what you get. It's not like we're doing this whole crazy ass shit, right? Where we post, where we sound like what everything is genuine as it is. And I mean, that's what we're trying to do right now. I mean, unfortunately, I think it would not be as wise to release the album now, but I mean, we're, like I said, I just released a cover. I'm planning on doing another one. I'm sure Rick and John are thinking about something to put out, and Rick is doing his supermodel pictures. And and I mean, we're all working on whatever, but I think it's just a matter of time at this point.
Yeah,
and
man,
it's
literally.
Just being patient and waiting,
like,
because
success is right there, it's waiting for us, but we have to have the patience.
Just a few steps.
And more than patience, we need to be prepared to be successful.
Yeah, we gotta prepare. I think that's important also.
We need to know how to deal with it. We need to know how to communicate, to be charismatic, to be responsible, and everything that comes around success. Unfortunately, we have the quarantine, that we have a bunch of time to think about ourselves and what we are doing and improving in general,
Yeah, I think we're
focusing right now we are in lockdown here.
Yeah,
can't get out.
Yeah, I think before you got in or whatever, he was telling us that over there it's kind of like the same situation. It's not looking good nowhere, pretty much. I mean, there's not much we can do. It's just gonna be a year of being a better person, trying to do the best we can. I mean, that's it, right?
And if anything, I think that if nothing else, what we have gone through now will push people to think more about their experiences in life, and particularly live music. I feel like live music will have a massive influence on what is to come once quarantine is over. And I think, as I've said, particularly Sweet Fifer as a band, that your album is so raw and so authentic that it almost won't make as much sense until you see you guys live. So I feel like you really need to push as soon as quarantine is over. Really try and push as hard as you can in terms of breaking the live scene.
That's the plan.
Because people will. I feel like you've got the quality of production where people will become familiar with the songs and they'll enjoy them. But experiencing you guys live is where you will really build your fan base.
I mean, when quarantine is over, we are going all in. I'm quitting university.
Yeah, we're all.
I just really hope the people are open to really buy their experience live, because
they will. Man. I think
besides people who really like rock, the general audience, at least here in Brazil, they don't even know how to behave in a rock concert anymore.
Literally.
They forgotten.
Yeah, they forgot what a real concert is like, right? And I was just used to like a DJ playing a beat and this guy like kind of pretending that he's singing or dancing around. But they forgot what it's actually like having real people like playing shit and going crazy on the,
Literally, man, they've never turned out to a machine head circle pit.
Like I think in the first show, the girls will be like fucking twerking.
I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. If they're twerking, I'm fucking not gonna fly out
Because
there
they
and join
don't know
you
what
for
you
the first
do,
one.
No, you gotta come. You gotta come to Rio, even if it's for a week, just to do a couple of shows for us. You gotta do it, man. For real.
It's gonna be cool.
I'm down. I'm down for it, bro. I'm down for it, man.
I think you don't even need a visa because you're from the UK. Like, I think you can just come down.
Fuck it. Honestly, I'm down for it, man. I was supposed to from the 3rd to the 19th of April. I was supposed to travel to Japan, but obviously because of the shit that happened with coronavirus, I never managed to make it there. But top of my bucket list was Japan. Just after that was Brazil.
You can stay at my house. You have a space
fuck
here.
it, man. As soon as quarantine opens up, if I'm able to go over there, I'm down for it because I got some money saved up for it now.
We would throw some crazy parties just for you. We have some special groupies just for you. Just
I'm about to live my dream.
Yeah, man. I mean, for real, like, and we can go on and do shows, concerts, or whatever. I mean, and just go crazy. It'll be fucking insane. And then after that, we are going to the UK and do some shows over there.
For sure.
Consider it done, man.
Yeah.
Consider it done.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. We gotta make it happen. And yeah. So anyone else got something to say before we wrap up this whole live show?
We have to remember everyone to follow us on Instagram, on Spotify, to stay home and stay safe.
Yeah, keep rocking on. Listen to Sweet Fifer. Make sure you stay safe. Don't kill yourself. And I mean, follow us on fucking follow us on Instagram, Sweet Fifer _official. Follow us on Spotify.
The Amber will calm your days.
Yeah, I mean, we just released a new single called Dear Amber. It's fucking amazing. I don't even care it's my song. It's fucking amazing. We all did a great job on it. I mean, just go fucking crazy.
Yeah, man, and we're in hell as well.
Yeah, we're in hell. It's also insane.
For real. And if you want to see Rick Dash feet, donate here.
Go fuck you.
If you want to see the special pics, it's not just like his regular supermodel pics. His like special ones. Donate here. And you'll get a special pack of pictures.
My guitar pics.
Full frontal nudity.
Guitar.
Yeah. Special nudity. But yeah, I mean, thank you for everyone that came in and that's still there. And I mean, we'll be on YouTube.
Week.
Yeah, next week we're probably gonna be here, do something crazy. But yeah, thank you for everyone. And Taylor, I think you can wrap up.
Make rock fun again, please.
Make rock fun again. Use that hashtag. Make rock fun again. Yeah, let's fucking make it happen.
And don't forget to support us.
Yeah, literally. Whatever you guys can do, main priority is keep yourselves safe. But whatever you can do to support the band Sweet Fifer. I mean, I'm not part of the band. I'm just the
You
master.
are, man. You
are.
are.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
At the end of the day, do what you can because these smaller bands that are just about to break, trust me, you don't know how much talent these guys have. I've witnessed it firsthand, and you will not get to experience that shit unless you support these guys. So whether you can donate $10, whether it's $1, or even if it's just a share or a follow on Spotify, do what you can, support these guys because they need you to get through this fucking tough time.
Yeah.
And when we come out of the back of it, these guys down here, they're about to fucking bring the fun back to rock and roll music,
fucking
man.
$10, man.
I cannot wait for it, bro.
I can't even imagine, man. Like $10, man. It's so much, you know. Like a tenth of that, I would be extremely happy. It would make all the difference.
Man, some people have it in their pocket. You never know, but whatever you can, if you can donate, even if you can't donate, just fucking share the fucking page.
Yeah, we are grateful.
Yeah.
Give these guys a follow on Spotify or Instagram. Whatever you can do, anything is appreciated because these guys, their fucking talent is worth checking out. And once this shit is fucking over, they're about to blow. So you know, you guys know you want to be. I'm looking at you guys right now in the camera. I know that you want to be the first people that knew about this band before they blow up. So fucking
jump on the train before we're way too far away.
Literally,
tell your grandchildren
this band, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, thank you for everyone.
Thank everyone. Gonna close it.
Bye.
See ya, guys.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks, everyone.
We appreciate